So essentially with this ladder challenge, what I'm doing is I'm starting at 2 no limit, and as soon as I win enough for one buy-in at the next level, I'm going to move up. And as you can see by the picture of the ladder, the goal is to go from 2-0 all the way to 200. So if I'm playing 2 no limit, I'm counting my initial $2 towards the next level. So basically, as soon as I have a $3 profit at 2-L, that's going to give me $5 total, and I'll just close my tables and I'll move up to 5 no limit, and then we'll play there. And when we win $5 at 5-L, we'll move up to 10-L and go from there. Playing pretty tight, so I'm a little worried that we're not getting called by worse. And he has ace jack, so it worked out nicely for us. Well, raise, don't time out. This could be it. Hopefully somebody just piles the money in and we hold up. Get called in 2 spots. Pretty good flop actually. I don't think many of them or either of them have queens too often. They can have 5s and 7s, but I think they can have a lot of queen X too. I think if I go 48 cents, I can shove turns. And he calls, which is a lot nicer than getting check raised. I really don't think I'm ever behind anymore. So let's just shove and hope he calls. And he calls with 9s, and we hold. Sick. Alright, that'll do it. So let's get off these tables. So I'm glad that a lot of people like it. I know some people hate it, but it's nice to see that most people seem to like it. I think we have an easy squeeze here with ace king suited. I'll check the results after this hand. I don't think they changed drastically, but we did just win that 250 or so profit from that other hand. We get called by everybody. It looks like it's not great. I would much rather just get this heads up or get somebody else to shove pre. Great flop though. I mean, the board doesn't get any drier than this. I don't think I need to go, even half pot's too big. I think I'll just go like, especially because this guy's short, I think somewhere around 70 cents seems okay. Somewhere around a third pot. And he ships it, which is nice. Somebody can have a set here, but I mean, if they have a set, there's just nothing I can do about it. And we call, and we have him crushed. He defeated jack, and that'll do it. Score. Well, cue the comeback. Wow, up to $7. We're almost there. I thought I was about to give up. I mean, obviously, when we're dealing with one buy-in here, the swings are going to be they're going to be pretty massive. I mean, like hopefully I'll move up to 10-L soon, and then we're sort of in the same boat where one bad hand can end our run. So hard to get excited, but happy that I don't have to play 2-L just yet, and because he might actually find a call with that hand. But I think for the most part, like, we just had the board so crushed. It's pretty hard for him to have anything that he can call with if we shove. Man, what happened? We 3-bet kings and get overcalled. Kind of weird. Very good squeeze spot here. Good board with the kings. I don't think anyone's going to fold a pair here. I'm tempted to just bet bigger, but I think somewhere around $2 is going to be fine. This guy's playing 17-17 over 6 hands, so not too sure what to make of it. I guess he can have aces on occasion, but obviously we have his range pretty crushed, I would imagine. And he does call. And we just smash the turn. I feel like we need to probably check here. I think he just has like 10s through queens so often. This will be different though. Like, I expect him to check this turn back very often, and then I'll just shove the river. And he bets. Wow. I'm very confused at what he's betting with, but I think we just call and check again on the turn. Or the river, sorry. And he snap checks back. It's sort of a similar situation where I just don't think he can have much. Yeah, he has jack, so I don't understand why he was betting that on the king, unless he was just trying to make me fold queens or something. But I don't know. I feel like we probably got max value there. I don't really see another way to play it. He's half stacking too, so even if I 3-bet bluff him, I'm almost gonna have the right price to call off a jam, and that's not gonna be very good. I know this guy's never folding to me, and I know he's 3-betting extremely wide, so I think we can call here and be quite happy about it. This guy's playing pretty tight too. I still think I'm gonna call though. We can check raise here, but I'd rather check raise something that doesn't have ace high showdown. And he bets 125. Not too happy to see that, but I can't really fold. Interesting. I'm not really sure what he has. I feel like we're usually good. I'm just gonna check. I don't know how much value we can get if we bet. I mean, betting might be better here, to be honest. I'm not really sure. And here we'll just check raise, obviously. I shouldn't say obviously, we don't have to check raise, but I kind of want to. Like, a lot of scare cards can come off there. I'm just going to check down king, queen. Maybe I'll go for a really thin value bet on the river. We'll see what it is. Maybe that's $3. So we do give him a chance to just randomly bluff us here. We block queen jack. I mean, he can have some 2 pairs though. He can have like 8-9, like 8-5, whatever. But I think we just have to fold. I think our hand's just too strong, and he just does too many random things like that. I think betting's probably fine at this point, but I don't really see much of a point of it. So let's check the results after that hand. Gotta be close. 22.95. You know, I think that's enough. I think that's enough to move up. So I'm not really sure. Like, I might tighten up my play a little bit, but I think for the most part I'm gonna just keep playing my pretty standard loose aggressive style that I've been playing. This table is probably gonna break now too. How big is this? 13x. I think we can call this. It's not ideal, but I think we can start with the call. This guy, I don't know if he's gonna get out of line with this sizing. I think I'm just gonna fold. And this is like the shitty spots that we get ourselves into by calling pre, where we pretty much have to call one and probably just call down. Ace 10. I think I'd rather bluff with this hand. I mean, I could call, I guess, but it doesn't have the best playability. And he checks the turn. I mean, I'm tempted to bet just for protection, to be honest, but I feel like maybe he can still have some slow plays, so I'm just gonna check. Yikes. And that's pretty ugly. Because I feel like he's betting this probably 100% of the time, and not really sure what his bluffing frequencies are. Yeah. And he checks, wow. Well, I'm definitely checking back. Maybe he just has like 10s or something, which we blocked though. Queen jack, wow. I mean, I'm really surprised he didn't bluff at that, to be honest. I don't think I would have folded though, so it probably worked out good for him. But I really wouldn't have been happy about it. And then we flop a set here, 3-bet pot. I think calling's gonna be best there usually. And now I'm just gonna call down. I don't. I think check raising would be a bit of a mistake here. Like if he has ace king plus, he's just gonna keep betting anyways. And if we check raise there, we just basically take away his bluffs. Jack on the river. I mean, he can definitely have kings and jacks, I guess. But I'm still not gonna be able to fold. Hope he has ace king or aces, not kings. And he has 9-10. I definitely have enough to move up to 50, I think, with those two pots. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, that's why I don't consider check raising at any point. I would check raise it if the flop was a little bit wetter, but the flop is super dry, so I don't see a point in check raising the flop. And then, like I said on the turn, like he's got ace queen, ace jack, he's got ace x, he could have like jack queen suited. Like I don't know how wide he's three betting, right? So it really doesn't make a lot of sense to check raise this turn. Like yeah, he's gonna call me when he has ace king anyways, and like aces anyways. Um, but the times I mean, I'm really surprised he turned this into a bluff. I think it's actually an okay play. I don't know if the jack is the best card to do it on because I mean I mean I obviously have jacks a lot, so he's kind of hoping that I fold queens or tens, I guess, but he blocks a 10, so I don't know. I probably wouldn't do this if I was him just because there's not enough hands that he's going to make me fold that or better. Like, I'm obviously not folding a king, I think. If I can have ace king here a lot too, so I think he should probably not turn this into a bluff, but I'm glad he did. Let's put it that way. Alright, let's check the results. Stretch it out a little bit, relax, and move on up. 53.66. So we're more than good to move up. And there's obviously still value to be had. Wow, this guy's a super nit playing 4-4. Crazy. I'm very worried about his range. And like I mean, he can turn himself into bluffs, but I mean, playing 4-4 over 48 hands, that's like absolutely absurd. The only thing I'd be hoping to see here is Jack 10, essentially. Can't even believe that 4-4. Wow. Yeah, I'm just gonna fold. Like I just think he has too many sets in his range, potentially 6-7 suited. It definitely sucks, but I don't know. I don't know what I can do against a 4-4. That's just ridiculous. Like I assume he's not even calling with 6-7 or Jack 10 offsuit, so maybe Jack 10 suited, but like definitely pocket 8s and pocket 9s. Sweet, flop is set. This was just a single raise, I believe. Did I open? Yeah, I opened, so I'm just gonna c-bet. Wow. Get raised. I think I'm probably best served by calling. I mean, okay, that's a really good turn card. The only reason I would want to raise there is because I just would love to avoid having a scare card come off. What's the 12x? All these bet sizing are messing me up. This guy made it big though. He made it like 3 point something, so I think I'm just gonna make it like 13. And when he bets this small in the turn, I'm definitely gonna check raise. He can have jacks maybe, but I don't know. I don't know if he would do that with that sizing. This guy calls. Not a great flop. He's only playing one table though, which is nice. Because I think a tighter regular is gonna have tens and jacks a lot, but I think a one tabler is just gonna have a whole bunch of one pair type hands. And hopefully we can ship this. Obviously we're gonna just put it in. Hope he has Jack X. Folds there, which we're okay with. Definitely don't want to fold here though. Bingo, got him. Sweet, ship it, get the boats out. Get the boats out. I think we're probably got $100 now. Let's check those results. Sit out first. Yeah, I really like how I played this hand. Like, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered anyways because he had King Jack. It wouldn't have mattered if I just like 3-bet the flop. But the times he does random stuff, the board's just so dry. I like just letting him to keep bluff or keep bluffing. And the plan would have been to just check all the turn as well had he bet like a bigger sizing. But yeah, he seemed to like change his plan, and because he bet. Yeah, like I made it 250 and he like min raised me. And then he bet 4 into like 14. So at this point I'm just gonna lose too much value if I don't check raise. Because even if I check call and even if he bets the river, he might just bet like $4 again. So I don't want to let him do that. This is ridiculous that that I'm even gonna have a chance to move up. Oh, I'm not quite there. I'm at 89. Just looking for some more tables. Man, again, this table seems pretty lame too. As far as I can tell, they're all regs. Maybe Giant Sand is not a reg. Siejo 3-bets. I think we can call this. He's never 3-bet over 50 hands though, so I'm not really thrilled about it. Oh, okay, looks like our table starter actually kicked in. Thanks for the follow, Hide a Loss. We check back and he bets. I think we can just give this up. So it's a really good flop for our range. He might have a check raising range here, I'm not really sure. I think I'm just going to go ahead and bet essentially half pot. See what he does. If he check raises, it'll just fold. If he calls, we'll have to reevaluate the turn because the board's just going to change so much no matter what the turn comes, unless it's like a deuce. I'm not so sure if we have the best hand, to be honest. I'm not really sure if he might even check his whole range here. I don't really want to get check shoved on. If I bet and he check shoves, I think I'd have to call. Interesting. I think I'm just gonna bet. I feel like if he has a worse 10 or like a 9 or a 6, he might call again. I can call if he check raises, even though it definitely sucks. Okay, well that's sweet. The thing is, here I guess I'll just call. The problem with checking back is like I'm not gonna know what to do on a lot of river cards if he bets or even if he checks. I'm not really sure if I can value bet certain stuff. So I think betting's okay, but it's kind of a tough spot. And now we just shove. We have a good chance of getting called here, I think, if he has an overpair, because so many draws miss. Queen Jack and all the flush draws miss. Bingo. Get the boats out. Cheers for all the follows, guys. This dog is working hard today. This dog's swimming across the channel. I should update my results here. Definitely been bleeding away some money, so I'm not going to be thrilled about seeing them. So we're down to 74 bucks. I was down. I almost lost at 50. I was down to a few dollars at 50 and mounted a pretty nice comeback. So the fluctuation is obviously pretty extreme when we're talking about one buy-in. Check out the flop. I feel like I can probably bet this now. Goes check here. I'm going to semi bluff. Hopefully we can get some worse or some better ace highs to fold, or just get there on the river. Nice river card for us here. Definitely gonna value bet. I mean, we can rep some missed spades, I guess, and then we river a flush. Gonna go ahead and value bet here as well. And we do get called, and he had Jack 10, so fairly reasonable. And did we get called here as well? Wow, he had a set of sevens? Crazy. What was that action? Did he just check the flop? This guy like min 3-bets or whatever. I think we have to call. So he checked, yeah, okay, so he checked back the flop, so that was nice for us. Here, I'm just gonna bet twice, assuming a heart doesn't roll off. So yeah, I went check check, and then I bet, and he didn't even raise, which is interesting. Okay, this is, I think we just have to bet. I'm not really sure. He can have like ace king maybe. I don't really see the point of checking. Like if I check, he's just gonna check back a lot of stuff. Wow. I was worried he could maybe have a higher straight. But he didn't even raise, so that was kind of nice for me. Although, I mean, I could even fold if he raised, I guess, but I think he would have been too short, so yeah, I think we have to bet that river though. I think he definitely has ace king a lot. I think he can have some two pairs. I'm not too sure what he checks back on the flop with. I just don't know anything about this guy, but I feel like he has too much stuff to just check back, and like it's not like I'm going to check fold or anything. So I feel like we just do the betting ourselves there. I think that's pretty good. Fortunately, it doesn't work out. Might as well update the result again. So after that hand, we're down to 64 bucks. Not great, but I don't think there's anything we can do about that. 9 a.m. Pacific time to even like 5 or 6 p.m. is good. I just feel like there are some slow blurps like within that time period, and I feel like between like 2 to 4 my time seems to be kind of slow, and then it sort of seems to pick up again. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like it might be picking up now even, but I think it's definitely prime time. It just kind of gets slower in between there sometimes. Wow, we get min 4-bet. So, I mean, this guy's one tabling. I mean, this can obviously be aces, but I feel like it can be enough random stuff that I just want to try to get the money in. This could be the end. This could be the end of the line. This can be aces a lot. But I feel like if it's ever any random stuff, let's just get the money in. Or queens. Gotta fade a queen. Can we do it? We can do it. Alright. I should definitely check the results now. I guess I'll play these two hands first. I don't know if I'm quite there. I don't think I was I don't think I was above $100 in profit when I started the hand, unfortunately. I think we just have to fold here. But yeah, like even though that looks super scary pre-flop, like, and we actually did run into aces earlier in the stream against a very similar line, although it was cut off for a small blind, and we had pocket tens, and we got lucky. Yeah, I feel like a couple things. I feel like people kind of design their bets sometimes to make this look like aces, so I don't read too much into it. And the times they aren't doing that, I feel like against a one-tabler with no reads, like they're just gonna have some random stuff, or you know, just actually have a good hand, but or they're gonna have a stack off range that isn't just aces. Like here, it included queens, and they would probably include ace king as well. I would think. So let's see how we're doing here. So we're at 179 bucks. So close to 200. So close. Captain Marb. If it folds to me, I'm gonna bluff. It doesn't fold to me. Now I think I might raise for value. So it's like an interesting spot. Like I'm not gonna fold because like I'm crushing Melissa, but if Marb shoves, I now pretty much have to call, and I'm pretty much always behind, I think. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's really good when Mark folds, I think. Not a good flop, but I mean, just looking at stack size, there's just no way the money is not going in the middle. I feel like we can actually get called by some worse hands here. I mean, obviously we're getting called by any pair, so it kind of sucks, but hey, we can hit an ace or a queen. Or hold against 5-6. Oh, sick run out. It was such a good turn card. And an equally terrible river card. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. If I fall back to $100, I'm just gonna end the stream. And if I hit it to 200, I'm gonna end the stream. So that'll be the plan. Because I've been streaming for so long, I just I need a break. So we'll hit the result update, and we're still up $130. So I pretty much would have been there, I guess, had I won that hand. Unfortunately, we were seriously eight outs away, essentially, from climbing the top of the ladder. So that sucks. It's an unknown here. Butchin, 18. All right, waking up with queens. I think we just go 9x. Yeah, I'll just bet small here. Sweet turn card, obviously. How much can I get away with for value? I'm not really sure. Let's just go 16. Butch can check calls. What did I make it on the flop? 11? Yeah, I think I'll go like 24. I think he can have lots of pocket pairs still. 10x. Occasional slow plays for sure. But I mean, I'm definitely ahead of his range. Seven on the river. He checks. I mean, the question just is, am I value toning myself here by checking, or I mean by shoving? Can he call with worse? He's really nitty, that's the thing. Like, this isn't just an unknown player. Like, I know this guy's really nitty. So, he can have pocket sevens, he can have 8-9. He can have 8-9 clubs, maybe. I mean, he can definitely have jacks. I don't know how much random 10x he has. He can definitely have pocket 10 still. Like, this isn't standard, but I'm just going to check back. And he has 9. Sweet. Ship it. There's like, I doubt he would call if I shoved. I mean, maybe he would have. It doesn't matter, though. I mean, I knew by checking back and winning there, I would win my challenge. So, I mean, that definitely weighed into my decision, to be honest. So let's check. Let's check the results and call it a very successful challenge, I think. I mean, I must be over 200 at that point because I won quite a few pots there all at once. Although I guess they were kind of small. But yeah, I mean, that check back's pretty bad. Like I said, it's not standard. I mean, it's definitely a nice shove on the river there. But yeah, I mean, I think I explained why I called, or why I just checked back, and I don't think it's very good. I don't think it's very good at all. But oh well. All right, I think that might be it. Let's just make this official, hopefully. $212. Oh, we did it. Oh, I'm exhausted. But we did it. So let's just make sure I'm off these tables. Like, I would love to keep playing 200, guys, but I'm just so tired at this point. Um, Maybe I can restart from a different level or something in the future. I'll have to think about it more. But right now, I'm just so exhausted. And I'm really happy that that like we accomplished the goal. So I think I'm gonna end the stream. Let's move myself right up to the top there. We did it.